It is said that we have to free ourselves from all of our karmas and conditionings to get enlightenment and liberation. Is it a prerequisite for our enlightenment and liberation? What is your opinion about it?
It is said like that we can get liberation after the freedom from all vasanas, all conditionings, all samskaras. It is said like that. We have many vasanas of the past birth, vasanas of the past actions, vasanas of this birth, whatever it may be. We may have many kind of conditionings, we may have many kind of vasanas, we may have many kind of samskaras. It is a fact. We are made up of that. And it is said only after getting freedom from all kind of vasanas, then alone we can get liberation, the mukti, the moksha, the nirvana. It is said like that. But it is utterly false. It is not like that. But anyhow, some reference is there. We can refer it there. We can consider it. We can take it to a certain extent. We have all the time some feelings or the other. We may have some thoughts and feelings coming up in our consciousness. The feelings, the thoughts come up the vasanas are responsible for that. Our conditionings are responsible for that. It happens unconsciously. We do not create it for ourselves consciously. All our feelings happens unconsciously. But do you know what is the state of our experience? What is the nature of our experience? Once some gentleman asked me, I have got a problem of anger. It is very easy for me to get anger, and it is very arduous and difficult to get away from anger. Is there any remedy for me to get complete freedom from anger? Because it is very difficult for me to control anger. So we have to discuss the matter with a gentleman. So we humorously asked him, very good sir, you said it is very easy for you to get angry. It it is very easy for to get angry, but it is not easy for you to control the anger. So I am now giving you the freedom to have angry. You need not control anger. So it is for you to, it is easy for you to have anger. It is hard only to control anger. So please do the easy thing. So I asked him, can you maintain anger from the morning to the evening? Because you said it is very easy for you to get angry. So can you maintain your anger from morning till evening? So then only he came to realize it is very difficult to retain any feeling. So it is the nature of our feelings. It is the nature of all our feelings. Actually, the life duration of each and every feelings is a fraction of a second only. Within half of a second, it ends. So, any feeling, any thought, it has the life only for a second alone, only for a fraction of a second alone. We need not eliminate it. We need not control it. The vasanas may be the cause for the feelings. The vasanas may be the cause for our thoughts. But anyhow, we need not eliminate it. But one another question arises. When during the occurrence of our feelings, occurrence of our thought, is it not possible for us to induce some to deal with, to execute some bad deeds or action? All our thoughts, all our feelings come unconsciously. But in fraction of second, we become conscious of our feelings and thoughts. So when we conscious of our thoughts and feelings, it disappears at once. The very moment of its appearance in conscious level, the unconscious happening is over. The unconscious happening of our feelings and thoughts are over. We need not control it. We need not suppress it. But the unconscious feelings and thoughts will not create any action. Only when it comes to the conscious level, then only it will create action. It will create external action. But the unconscious feelings and thoughts is over within a fraction of a second, and it will not create any action. So all actions are made by our consciousness. Our consciousness alone is responsible for all our actions. And unconscious happenings will not be responsible for any of our actions. So we need not worry about the unconscious happenings. Ramana Maharishi narrated an example. There is a palace with fort, and enemy king surrounded the fort with huge army, and the king from the fort cannot move from the fort, but anyhow he is very safe within the fort and palace, and the enemy king cannot enter the fort. And in the story it is said that if anybody wants to enter the fort, there is only one small hole. Only by the hole alone the enemy can enter the fort. But the hole is very narrow. A single man alone can peep his head into the hole and afterwards crawling through the hole and enter the fort. And the army may be huge. Some millions may be in the army, but they cannot enter the fort in a huge level. Only one by one alone they can enter the fort. But if anybody peep their heads within the hole, he can be easily beheaded when he peep his head inside the hole. So, in the same way, all our feelings, all our unconscious thoughts are ended when it enters conscious level. So everything is in the conscious level. Here we need not cut even the head of the unconscious happening. The life duration of the unconscious happenings ends on its own. You need not even eliminate. You need not even behead the unconscious happening. So that is the nature of all our feelings. That is the nature of all our vasanas. So you need not worry about the vasanas. We are moving in a street, we are living in a house. Wherever we are going, there are light. Even in the darkness, even in the night, everywhere we are moving, there is sufficient light. So we need not afraid of the darkness of the city, darkness of the universe. The darkness may be somewhere, but it will not come on the way. So you need not worry about the vasanas, we need not worry about the conditionings. The conditionings may be a mountain level, it may be a huge one, but need not worry about that. So only when we are liberated, when we are understand, nothing will harm our consciousness. Naturally, nothing will harm our consciousness. because everything happens only in the unconscious level. So it has no power over us. It has no power over our consciousness. Because all our actions are in our hands. If we want, we can promote any action. If we want, we can take any action. If you want, we can execute any action. If you do not want, we need not execute any action. But anyhow, we need not control any of our feelings, because there is no necessity to control our feelings. You may know what is thunder. The lightning, the thunder. The lightning happens as a flash. We see the flashlight of the lightning. After the happening of the flashlight, a few seconds later, we hear the noise of the thunder. But anybody who is afraid of thunder, he will not afraid of the lightning. He will not afraid of the flashlight of the lightning. He will afraid of only the noise of the thunder. But the fact here is that the noise which we can hear will never fall on our head. Because the thunder is over, only the flashlight is happened. The flash is happened. So we need not worry about the noise of the thunder. It will not fall on our head. It will not hit us. So it is over. When it is already over, then only we know it is a thunder. Then only we know the noise of the thunder. So in this way, all our happenings are completed when it comes to the conscious level. When we understand something, it is already over. We need not control it. When we try to control it, there is nothing in the name of such feeling. There is no feeling at all. We may think we have the feelings, but it is considering the noise of the thunder as the real thunder. But the real thunder is the flashlight itself. Every feelings, every happenings happens only in the unconscious level. In the conscious level, we are everything. Everything is under our control. For example, somebody misbehaved us and we got angry upon the person who misbehaved us. We immediately scolded the person who who misbehaved us. If the person who misbehaved us is our inferior, if is our subordinate, we can very easily scold him. But instead of that, if he was our superior officer, we will not scold him. If we want to scold him, we will scold him only within our mind. We cannot scold him openly. So we have the option. We have the option to choose our action. We can express our action outwardly or inwardly. So we have the option. So if the unconscious feeling is responsive for our action, we cannot have the option to execute something in some other way and execute something in some other way. So the action is in our conscious level. The action is, there is freedom in our action. We can control it. We can shape it. We can decide it. But the unconscious feelings are not under our control. But even though they are not under our control, we need not worry about that. Because no harm will happen because of our unconscious happenings, unconscious feelings. So that is the status of all our vasanas. So no vasanas is powerful before our consciousness. So we need not worry about the vasanas.